yeah, it's that time. What time is it?
Showtime.
Yeah.
They're going to say, oh, yeah, the power phase. I'm like, that's not this show.
No, wrong show.
I would pay $5 just to see us all mouth the fucking intro for
Seriously.
But you don't.
But you
I can't even
can
hear it anymore.
become a patron.
Please.
I could just start scatting if that would be better.
Ooh, scat. Scat man.
I'm not going to do it now.
This is the Lost Omens podcast.
I need to prepare.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 10. We're in it. We're double digits now.
It's easy for me to remember what podcasts we're doing because I'm not sitting in the big chair like you are right now. It's got to be confusing for JB and Tim.
Yeah, we sit in the same spot. You know what I mean? We might look different, JB and I, but listen, we're the same people.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
That is true.
JB's just a hand
Isn't
puppet.
it episode 11? This is session 10 because we had a session 0, right? So it's like a year 0, year 1 kind of thing.
Correct.
It's episode 11.
Okay, just checking.
No, episode 10.
Don't get me confused.
I said episode 10.
All right.
Tan.
We're playing Pathfinder 2E, right?
2E.
Not 2E?
2E.
2.
Okay.
Pathfinder 2.
E. 2E.
A?
Pathfinder
Like it's
second.
Dewey and Chewy. Duck
Dewey.
named Louie.
Kablooey.
2E.
Or if you're
Obtuse rubber goose,
phooey.
green moose, guava juice.
giant snake, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake.
Doo-doo-doo.
Chocolate shake.
Do you know
chocolate shake.
Do you know the DuckTales, the nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie? Do you know what their actual names are? It's
Frank, Bert, and
Hugh-
Samuel.
It's Herbert, Lewis, and Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy? Wow.
I'm not making
Bart
that up.
Simpson's real name is Bartholomew.
They went straight
Yeah.
biblical on that one.
I don't think there is any Bart that are not actually Bartholomew, though. I think
You haven't met
that's
my sister.
What? What does it even mean?
that is accurate, sir.
True.
Right on so
far as
many
you know.
levels. All right.
That's fair.
Last episode, you went to the Mad Mug. You beat up some of the ruffians.
They were terrible.
They
We
were
had a sparring session.
Yeah. In their defense / mine, I rolled a 1 for their initiative.
Oh, they were
So,
drunk.
That is no defense.
yep. So you guys all got to go first, and you guys did great. So,
As I learned in second grade, first is the worst.
Second
Second is the best. Third is the one with the hairy chest.
or the polka dot dress.
But I went first, and I'm certainly the hairiest of all of us.
Well, first is the worst. Second
A hairy chest.
That would be Fulgrim was the best.
is the best.
It's pretty fair.
And
He had a
don't have a hairy
moment
chest
last
at all.
episode, that's for sure.
Yeah, last episode was definitely like the Fulgrim Shining Star
Yeah.
episode.
You
It's
got to
all-
use the skill.
Everyone could stop listening from here on out. Fulgrim's all downhill.
And that's going to do it for us. The Lost Omens podcast. Thanks for listening. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you had a moment with Pruana Two-Punch. Fuck you. Turn it off
I
now.
don't have to edit this, so I'm excited.
Yep.
The Fulgrim Show.
Every time you fuck up
Except
when
the
I have
video,
to edit
so
this
gotta
one.
cut
I
this
didn't
out.
fuck
It's
up anything. It was a
dick.
joke.
It's pretty
Tim's
good.
done it to me like 8 times. He'll get over it.
It's one knuckle.
Listen,
me.
right, but we need TikToks, man.
Yeah. Gotta get
I
them.
can do that to you. I can't do that to Dani because
Are-
I'm
are you saying,
legitimately
like-
scared of her.
One knuckle, like as in one knuckle deep.
One
Don't add,
knuckle.
don't.
One knuckle
Like-
deep. I mean, what's the point? You're just blowing on
That's
it.
the point.
And then if he keeps messing up, then it's more
It's
knuckles.
another knuckle. That's
Apparently.
right. GB gets it.
Don't give her ideas.
Then we get a
That-
wrist eventually. Like
That is many knuckles.
So
Yours are
have
for
wrists.
emotional damage,
this is a
not
real,
physical.
real quick aside that literally no one's going to get. But
Edit this out.
yeah, flag this one. So
does it have to do with Shawshank Redemption again?
World of Warcraft Shadowlands has come out.
Yeah.
And previous to that, they had a bunch of experience boosts to get you ready to level up new characters for the
So
new
what's
expansion.
the max level now? Like
60.
170?
No,
680?
they did a
Dropped it to
huge
60.
level squish.
Squish.
So the new, So effectively what they did was they reduced the levels of all the content. This is not the aside I wanted to go on, by the way.
Sorry, forget I asked.
The new level
I
cap
don't
is
really
60.
That's lower than the old level cap.
Correct. The level cap in the
'Cause
last
it's
expansion
squished, JB.
was
Keep up.
120.
Oh my
so they
God.
reduced it so that you can spend a smaller amount of time leveling up to max level. Anyway,
Throw something at
I played
me.
WoW once.
Not at all.
I've been leveling new characters during that transition phase, and all of them were peg-based. It was Pegger, or the Pegger, or Get Pegged.
Yeah, of course it was, Tim.
So,
Not a surprise at all.
Get Pegged was the rogue.
Get Pegged was the paladin, and I macroed his judgment to have him in / yell, "Get pegged," as that giant hammer drops from the sky.
Hot.
So, get pegged, fools.
I'm still not playing.
I mean, you could.
I'm not.
You could.
It's not going to happen today.
Rock and roll.
On this day, because we have to get fast food after this. Okay, so you chatted with Pruana Two-Punch and her goat, Violet, and you got some information.
Her first name was Pruana.
Pruana, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Can you spell that?
Yes.
Yeah, she was a little bit out of your league, if we're being honest.
Pruana.
Piranha.
I
So
thought
she's
it
not
wasn't
from
like
the Amazon.
the fish.
No, not Pruana Two-Punch. Pruana Two-Punch. And in the book, it says she'll tell you where the halfling witch goes if you pay her 10 gold pieces.
That is a lot
I
of
know.
money.
I don't have money.
But you improved her attitude to friendly.
Because I'm so charming.
Yes.
Yes. That
So
describes you.
that
negative one
reduces the
charisma
price
you
to
got
5, but because you did give her some good dwarven ale, I decided to count it at 2 and a ticket to the circus.
She ain't cheap.
Which is worth a
Not a
lot.
lot.
It's priceless or worthless,
Quite
however
charming.
you want to look at it.
Priceless.
Or worth.
I even smirked at her.
Yeah,
That's true. That's.
It's more than a dwarf's ever given me.
true.
I can't believe
A
she
dwarven
didn't like.
smirk is like just a snort. It's just a furrowed brow.
I've heard of snorts on the high seas. They're like snortels. You can
Do
breathe
you want to
underwater.
just move the mouse around just so that doesn't
What is that?
pay out? Thank you.
And before you guys
I don't even know how
left,
to qualify that sentence.
the
not a joke.
barkeep gave you the 2-punch special, which was a deep fried burger with fries and pickle.
Oh, a burger covered in egg
Yeah.
before it was deep fried.
Yes.
Sounds real
Yep.
good.
Yep. Kind of like a Monte Cristo, but a burger.
I got a Monte
good.
Cristo once at a bachelor party, and it wasn't even fried. It was like French toast with a sandwich in between. And I was like, it literally says on the menu, batter dipped and then fried.
Right.
I was so mad.
Got
throw it at them?
bamboozled.
I'm sure you just ate it anyway.
And that's why I can't go to the Neptune anymore, because they're closed.
Because
It literally got torn down.
Poor Ron
To be
Taylor.
fair, there's a Moe's there now, which I like Moe's better than the Neptune.
Moslayer?
Almost.
I believe that there were
mouse.
some fire elementals.
Yes, in a
or,
barn.
Something at the Lindell farm.
Well, they're barn elementals now.
It's the natural order.
That's beautiful.
The great mighty poo.
He's going to throw his shit at you.
Yeah. Flag, 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 flag.
So you're headed to the Lindell farm, yeah?
Indeed.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Full of burger. I have half the burger in my cheek pouches for later.
Such a good
I eat
idea.
all the fries, though. They don't stay well in cheek pouches.
Fulgrim, I gotta say that was some expert finessing in there. You definitely got her on our side, and we made plans to do some criminal illegal activities with that ne'er-do-well.
It's
and
not illegal.
make
Kurva, you can't be saying this so loud all the time. People will think that we're actually doing something illegal.
The thing that a lot of people don't like about circuses is that they assume that they're shady.
But
Okay.
there is no sheriff to tell us that it is illegal, so...
It doesn't
Right, so
matter. We're
everything's
practicing
legal
for the
and
future.
illegal.
We've only had one show ever. We've been practicing for a long time. So the last thing that we need is the disposition from the locals that we are doing something not on the level. We do everything
Right.
on the level.
My baby's on the level.
right.
I apologize for being
children?
so amorous in front of all of you. I know that that may have turned some of you on. I want to say that, again, I will only relate with dwarves, and I apologize.
Seems rather racist.
Hold on. Yeah. Can we just address that real quick?
Yes. What is your questions?
That was some hot dwarf on
I
dwarf
believe it
action.
is.
Yes.
He's explained it before. It's a lineage. There's not a lot of dwarves left.
You do not have the name or recognition attached to that name that I would need to continue my line.
It's not so much that he is unattracted. It's he cannot.
If I'm honest, I actually thought that your courting ritual was quite beautiful. It was like a painting, almost.
I want a painting of that.
I just want to be clear.
Two stone-faced
Two dwarves
dwarves.
just staring at each other, saying nothing, emoting nothing.
One of them
It's
twitches
all in
an
the
eye.
subtext.
Right.
There is a delineation here. Are you only attracted to dwarves?
That is true.
That's not what you told me.
That's a shame. You're really limiting yourself.
I was quite inebriated at that time.
I believe it was
Sorry,
only
Zach.
dwarf women as well.
Yes.
It was what?
Dwarf women.
Oh,
The classic pre-zygotic barrier to copulation. It makes perfect sense.
We breed in order to continue our race, so I understand.
And
Well,
the
it's-
beard gives you something to grab onto.
That's what we use the fins for.
that sounds boring.
Sorry, was that not the right moment to jump in?
That was precisely the correct moment.
Sounds really boring.
With your dual lineage, it is different for you, but with those of us that are
What do you mean
single
dual
heritage-
lineage? I'm a tiefling, full-blooded.
That's not really a thing, but yes. Somebody like Xa'Reske here, I believe, is only biologically compatible with others of his ancestry.
Sounds like a benefit.
That did not stop him from trying.
Exactly.
That is different, yes.
I do not wish to bring this up. It still hurts physically.
I assume we're having this conversation as we're walking down the streets of town
Yeah.
towards the barn.
Yep.
Quite.
Kurva, may I take a delectable chomp of the boar? As we
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, you helped with it,
How
right?
much are we going to have when we get back? We're supposed to be feeding everyone else. Guys,
We need
remember
to cook it still.
Oh, this is just a little one.
that the rest of the people
Like,
at the circus...
This is our backup boar.
the others in the boar bucket.
All right. Yeah, all right. Just remember that it is our job to provide for everybody else at the circus.
Such as brood givings.
Correct.
Brood
Oh,
givers.
charity starts at home,
Boom.
or in this case,
On the road.
whenever we feel like
In the
it.
tent.
Curva's got it in the right bucket.
Yeah, now you're catching on.
As you are walking down the street having this, very
Very normal conversation.
very normal among
Scintillating.
friends. Sure, why not?
Titillating even.
Okay, that's
Really?
weird.
Being attracted to one's own race, is that titillating?
For those
Shock
of
and
the race.
awe.
Sounds like
I thought it
cookies
was
with just
hot.
flour and sugar, like not even vanilla in
Yeah.
it.
You don't enjoy sugar cookies?
Once again, sugar cookies have vanilla.
You see a small crowd gathered in the street up ahead of you.
Mud, you can go let them know about the circus. Make sure if they haven't joined us, they could tonight or whenever our next show
What are they
is.
crowding around?
You follow the books and you do not know when our next show is.
I don't want to presume that I'm telling Mud what to do.
So normally, I have educated myself a little bit. And like once a week, every couple days, it doesn't give us enough time to go out there and advertise and build up.
Okay.
But
So, Kurva, you asked what they were watching. I will tell you. They're
Thank you.
gathered along the street to watch three colorfully dressed people shouting and playing tambourines and pipes. And you hear from one of the people, "Prepare yourselves and your souls, people of Aberton, for a cavalcade of celestial marvels, for sights so spectacular and so marvelous that you shall speak of them forever after with awestruck tears in your eyes. Prepare for the show to surpass any you have ever seen, either yesterday or in days before. Prepare for the dawning of Mistress Dusklight's Celestial Menagerie."
an arrow is let loose from my bow into the skull of one of these people.
No, I'm going to step behind Kurva. I don't like the sound of this at all.
The speaker is a tall, broad-shouldered woman carrying a whip and accompanied by a magnificent lion. A shirtless man covered in strange tattoos walks to her left, periodically breathing gouts of fire across metal batons he carries in his hands.
She's turned me down 3 times. I don't know if you can see what I see, but I'm magnificent. And she said no every single time.
To the woman's right is a brilliantly bedecked clown who leaps, rolls, flips, and cavorts in constant feats of acrobatics.
Oh, man.
So,
Do we need to break some legs?
Oh, we're going to break a lot more on that fucking clown.
oh, wait a second. That one's not right. Yeah, thank you.
My fins are at full erection.
So whoever happens to be editing this, if we could find like a clown, like nose thing to put in whenever I say things that
whenever I strike
be
this
said.
clown in the face.
So they're kind of like putting on a show a little bit, like getting the crowd like roused up, and they see you approaching, and they start to overreact with like dramatic expressions and outbursts like, "Oh no, it's the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Woo!"
That is quite overreacting on your.
As any second-tier circus would do.
Do not, townspeople of Aberdeen, do not be fooled by these cheap imposters. We will give you a real show, not some amateur parade of feeble animals and struggling charlatans.
I don't know if any of you came to our previous show, but Mistress Dusklight uses nets in their acrobatic routine. We simply don't need them.
Oh, because rats ate through your nets because you're a filthy hovel.
Now, see, how would she know about that?
Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird
Our
thing
rats
to know.
are perfectly clean. I step back behind Kurva.
Mr. Brennan, I don't think this is the moment.
I believe that our ticket prices
You and I
are
both
not
know they're
cheap.
clean.
They are low for many to enjoy the show. How is that as a comeback, my friend Mud?
They are very affordable.
I think if you wanted a show in a circus that understood the plight of Aberdeen, it would be maybe a circus that rid your orchard of the boars that were plaguing it.
There's one
It
right
would-
here.
Like this one.
It would be a circus that is actually looking for your sheriff. It would be a circus that, what was the first thing that we did to help them?
The bees in the mill, sir.
The bees
church,
in the
my
mill.
friend, the church. We have,
Oh, yeah, the church.
Oh, church also.
we have killed demons in your church.
More importantly,
large
it's
ones.
spotless top to bottom now.
I don't know if you knew this, but look at that clown.
He has murdered people.
It is terrifying.
He looks terrifying, honestly.
Looks terrifying.
you've
Is that
seen the
something that
art.
you would like to bring your children to? A murder fest where
He has murdered children.
Our clowns look happy.
what's his name? I can't read. I'm drunk.
Jellicoe bounce bounce.
I hate it at the same time.
Shit, my friend. We
The
don't
face
have
of
clowns
evil.
with those good names.
Look at this clown.
Literal.
If you would like to never go to a circus again, because your children, because your husband, because your wife, because your nephews, because your niece is terrified of clowns, look at this man right here.
They're terrifying.
This is a man made of nightmares. This is a man made of despair itself. There's a lion tamer. It's literally a person who probably, when propositioned to go out to dinner with a very upstanding individual, would turn them down more than once.
She steps forward and she says, "Enough of this mud puddle. Let's let the town decide. Let's have a good old fashioned performance duel."
I wish we had Keeg.
All right. I gotta be honest, Mud Puddle's not a bad nickname for you.
Listen,
Actually, that was clever.
if there was something I was trying to make, it was a mud puddle.
That is so gross.
I agree with you, Kurva, but I would never say it to his face.
So those of you who do come from Mr. Dusklight's Celestial Menagerie, you do recognize these people. There's Daring Danica and her lion Leandris. There's the clown Jellicoe Bounce Bounce, and there is the fire breather Victor Volcano. And much to all of your disdain, they are all humans.
Isn't Victor Volcano a dwarf?
No, male.
Oh,
human
he's just a
fire
short
breather.
human?
There are short humans.
It's
What do you have
confusing.
against short humans, Brennan?
Sometimes I get confused. They look
God.
the same.
I
He has a
assumed they were
beard
also
as well,
all rat
doesn't he?
people.
Does Victor
Does not have a
Volcano
beard?
have a beard?
He has chops that I would describe as mutton, along with a mustache.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't actually have a picture of him.
I would like to also point out that every single one of our animals in our circus is humanely dealt with every day and is there by their own free will. Whereas this
Also, I actually clean up after him,
and
Danica.
this lion looks as though it has not eaten in many days. the way it looks at our boar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I knew we were coming upon your little rat friend here, so Landris is more than ready for a meal.
Yeah, obviously. Look at him. He's basically an undead.
That is not funny.
Almost all gristle.
He is a Yusoki.
Oh.
No, I am a Yusoki.
That's what I meant.
I'm
You're not a
confused.
rat.
Oh,
He's a
thank you. I appreciate that very much. Step back behind Kurva.
All right, questing on. So this is a one-on-one duel. So since there are 3 of them, only 3 of you will participate. And you're going to go by the applause of the crowd for who likes your act more.
I gotta stop speaking like Gilbert Gottfried.
So you guys can take a couple minutes and figure out as a party what acts you want to go against
Xa'Reske,
them.
you have a new cape. You could like dual wield your capes.
Yes.
Very good. That's one trick.
I know that Victor Volcano's big thing is that he could breathe fire. I have been working on an act to eat glass.
Yes, we saw it the other day.
Yes.
Hold still. If you need, I can help you afterwards.
Looking at it mechanics-wise, the rolls that you're going to have to make, the ones that make the most sense according to the book, acrobatics, athletics, diplomacy, and thievery. So as long as you have your act.
Performance is not one of those roles.
Mm-mm.
This is the devil.
Hang on. Wait. No, I take that back. Time out. That's it says although other heroes can't interfere in these duels, each hero can build up to their own performance check by first attempting a DC 15 check with a different skill.
Okay.
And then you can do your performance check.
And-
so you
okay.
can start out, you can preface your act with an athletics check and then roll your success into your performance check.
Were they only those checks?
It just said those are most likely, although you can allow any skills that seem relevant to putting on an entertaining show.
Which checks were those again?
Acrobatics, athletics, diplomacy, and thievery.
Okay. I would like to be one of them, and I would like them to make a diplomacy into a performance.
And it says success at this first check grants a +2 circumstance bonus to the performance check. A critical success adds a +4 bonus, but a critical failure gives you a -2 penalty.
What's the DC?
15.
I believe it was 15.
First one's 15, and then your performance check is 18.
And if this is off the record, I would like to perform against Victor Volcano. I will probably fail, but it will be entertaining.
Still critical fail.
I would like to perform against Danica.
Naturally.
I will take on the clown.
Okay.
Destroy it. I will stay behind Kurva and applaud with my tiny paws.
Okay.
That's my.
So let's get the minis set up just with
Why did you fling that at me?
Fuck that guy.
just with the
There's
rivals
actually
across
pawns
from
for Jellicoe Bounce Bounce?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, that dick.
Yeah, let's just get the pawns set up across from each other so that we can see.
The camera only goes to about the end of the Porsche there.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah, if we just want to slide blank paper underneath them because you're not actually in a building, you're on the street. Oh, sorry, Ben, you're moving.
Streets.
Nice.
Stop throwing over here.
This is only important for those of you that are either, number one, subscribing to the Patreon at the $5 tier or above, or checking out the YouTube about a month later
Kurva?
Yeah.
at youtube.com/ a bunch of letters and numbers that are in the show notes.
Would you like to go against Victor Volcano? Or should I?
What is he doing again?
You will probably succeed, where I will definitely fail. I know that being a failure is better for the stream.
Victor Volcano is the human fire breather.
You can
Do
totally...
I have to fight him on his own terms? Do I have to do also fire breathing, or can I just kind of do whatever I want?
You can do whatever performance you want.
Oh, my friend,
All right.
get the fire bucket.
throwing a
So I'm
bucket
gonna
of
do-
water on him.
I think I'm gonna do thievery to steal him, and then athletics to hoist him in the air.
This is not an actual fight, Kurva.
No, it's good.
That's
This is
athletics.
great.
Oh, man.
I'll spin him around so the fire goes in a big circle.
Oh, and at the end of this, we'll do a group trick.
I can
Group
totally
off.
eat glass then.
We're going to do the number 3. during that.
Yeah. All right. So, which matchup wants to go first?
I will lead as I'm generally the show opener. And I am going to wax poetically, oratorily.
You're going at it orally?
Orally. As I've suggested to Danica several times. And I am going to tell them a grand tale about, number one, how we've helped their community, how we've helped their safety, how we have the best of them and their livelihoods in mind, as well as the fact that any lion that is just out with them about is obviously not dangerous and probably doesn't even have teeth. Number two, that Jellicoe Bounce is so creepy looking that he's barely a clown and is more of an aberration, a monster that preys on the dreams of children. And you can tell from both his eyes and his teeth. Yes. So I have virtuistic performer.
Okay.
I've chosen oratory as my type, so I get a bonus whenever I oratorily perform.
Okay.
You're making up words.
Probably.
Part of his feet.
Yes.
Common is such an ugly language.
And once again, just describe that Danica simply is not interested in anything of beauty before rolling this diplomacy. I'm going to spend a hero point on that diplomacy.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Okay.
So that'll give me a +2
Yes.
on the performance.
Yes.
And then I make that performance, which will be a 25, which should be a critical success.
Okay.
I thought that was DC
18.
Oh,
Yes.
not quite
Yeah.
a crit,
Your
but
first
certainly
skill
a
check
success.
was a 15.
gotcha.
But
Nice.
still.
Okay, but still a success.
Right on. All right. So the crowd is very impressed with your stand-up routine.
I clapped vigorously behind Kurva.
So Danica gets to go now, and she's going to have her lion Leandris do a series of jumps and like interactions. She's got some like scraps of meat in her pocket, so she'll like throw it up in the air, and he like jumps up and over her to like catch it out of the air and chew on it, and she does
Really
that kind of stuff.
does.
So she's gonna go with also a diplomacy check for her first one to roll for 15, which I roll a 13, so she does not get that. So I'm going to roll for her performance. She rolled a 5. So, Mud, you won that round.
You could have had this, and instead you're having that.
Mud, you did very well. Danica, you did very poorly.
And she puts her head down like that was a really crappy performance.
Nice smack talk.
Perhaps you're pleased to the town, like, well, we did this for you guys. And the townspeople are like, yeah, okay. They did do that for us.
Live boars in your orchard that can
Like this
barely
one.
catch dead steak in the air.
An old lady is like, I can finally pick my apples again. She's very
We
excited.
also killed demons.
In your
real
church.
And
demons.
more importantly, clean the place they were messing up.
That's right.
These floors have never shined so well.
You truly have done a service to the town, and they recognize that because they like your performance a lot better than Danica's. Womp womp.
So
all right.
is the way this works is you have to do a performance, or you just do whatever skill check you want at the end?
You can just kind of like describe it, and as long as the performance that you describe kind of fits in with the skill that you're testing on, that works.
Your first
essentially.
skill is
Fulgrim, I don't mind doing this then, if you don't want to go for it.
Kurva, my friend. I believe the second check is a performance check, no matter what.
Right.
Oh, never mind then. I can't do that.
I can certainly try, and I will succeed.
Yes, you will.
I'm going to cast guidance on Fulgrim for his performance check.
Okay. All right. Who wants to go next? Fulgrim or Xa'Reske?
It is my turn, and I shall go.
All right.
All right. Does he go first, or shall I start?
Well, since Danica lost, let's have Victor go first.
Fantastic.
All right. So he is going to have a series of different like liquids that he puts into his mouth and then like blows and whatever. I've always thought that fire breathing was really kind of gross, but Because you're essentially you're just spitting and it's catching on fire. It's nasty. Anyway,
I really like it.
it freaks me out because what if you don't get it all out of your mouth in time and then your mouth catches on fire?
So you don't have that much in there.
If you breathe in too quickly, your lungs catch on fire too. It's amazing.
But he uses different liquids, so he blows like different colors of flame, like in a whole series.
That is a little bit impressive.
Slightly intimidating.
So he'll do acrobatics for his first check. And he got a 10, so that doesn't count for anything. So now he'll do his performance check. And I got another 5. That's freaking terrible.
Oh, does he choke on it?
I guess so.
Yeah, I hope he does.
I don't know. Dang, yo. That's pretty terrible. Well, I guess, if I add his performance modifier to it, that makes it a 13, which still isn't enough, but still not great.
He should not have chosen the Dixon cider.
I guess so. Or maybe he should have used the Dixon cider.
Did he have a modifier to his acrobatics he started with?
No.
Stop helping them.
No.
Not helping them.
No.
Do you want the cat lady to win?
Thank you, but no.
No. I want her to stay far, far away.
And either way, even if he did have it and I made that first roll, adding the +2 to this, it still would have only been a 15 and he needs an 18 for a successful check.
I forgot the second one was 18. Remembered it the first time, then I forgot. Fulgrim, I'm very excited to see what you can do after that poor show.
And with a lot of fanfare, with thunderstones and smoke from smoke bombs, Fulgrim will step out like a wrestler that has just come out of the backstage. And he will be like, I can eat glass. And he will just throw a bottle into his mouth and eat the glass. The original thing would be, could I make an intimidation roll? Just to intimidate people.
Okay.
Just for
All
eating
right,
glass?
that like badass entrance, like ba-ba-da-ba.
Correct.
Okay.
That would be a 19 with with a -1 in intimidation.
Okay. That's incredible. That
Wait, remember that you got a +1 from guidance.
right.
Natural 20.
So that was a
unnatural 20.
15. So you were testing on a 15, so you made it.
Oh, fantastic.
Beautiful.
And then it is a performance roll.
Yes.
As I bleed from the mouth because I cannot actually eat glass. I just chew on glass until my mouth bleeds profusely, and everyone is scared.
He looks like the clown.
It is so painful to watch and painful to do. It is a 4 on performance.
It would be a 6. You have a +2.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
A 6.
All right. Use your hero point. Do it again.
That's
Do
a
it.
critical failure.
That is a good idea to use that.
Yeah. Okay. I hope I was saving this for something better, but I will use the hero point
He tore it in half.
or roll it again. That would be a 13.
13. It is not a critical failure,
Okay.
at least.
It's an upgrade.
I'm
roll
still
as
bleeding
volcano.
from the mouth profusely.
Yikes. Dang,
Hold
even
still.
with the +2.
My
His performance is a -1.
my mouth is just
go?
bleeding.
Okay.
I am
Yikes.
smiling through bloody.
Maybe I
bloody
should have
teeth.
gone.
I will patch you up a bit. I'll stick some gauze in your mouth and things. I don't need to. I don't know if you actually take damage. So
So the townspeople are very confused. They don't love the fire because they're like, we literally have a drought right now and you're going to be blowing fire all over. Like, maybe a bad idea. Also, you're just bleeding now. So, like,
The type of danger that can always be expected at the Circus of Wayward Wonders.
They're like,
Who knows who will get injured, but
my
it'll at least
God.
be not one of you.
Mainly.
Unlike a fire breather who could set your entire occupation ablaze.
Right.
Could I also offer some of the glass to some of the children
Oh my God.
in the crowd?
Oh,
They can also eat glass. It will hurt and probably tear up their insides.
Oh my God.
I
I'm going to
cast-
drag him away before he has the chance to do that.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you.
do cast guidance on whoever goes next.
I will take that. I may use
Can
it
I,
on any check. Yes.
Yes.
Could I ask if Bounce uses props of any kind?
Yes, he has.
I'm gonna. Can I thievery? Can I just steal him before he starts going for his performance?
Yeah,
Is
you can
that
try it.
All right, I'm gonna try to swipe
uses
them real quick.
Bowling pins that he juggles with.
All right, I'm gonna put my my Brennan bucket down so he has something to hide behind while I'm gone.
Someone get anywhere near that cat.
I'm just gonna go try to swipe some of these pins so that it's not nearly as impressive.
May I go before the clown?
Yes.
As an acrobatics check, while my friend is still chewing on glass, I will leap over him onto the stage and use my tail to swipe at his legs to knock him over, and then use my tail again to swipe him off of the stage. And then I will do crazy acrobatic shit through the air, jump off of things that are around if there are posts or anything around.
Yeah.
Potentially jump off of people's heads if they look like constituted enough to hold my weight.
Okay.
I am rather large. So I will use acrobatics for that. Rolling a 24.
Okay.
Is there...
You had guidance. That would give you a critical success.
I don't want to use it for this.
Okay.
More than 10. Not 10 above. Right? Because 15.
Gotcha.
15.
Yes.
Yep.
So now I will use the +3 on performance. And I will get a 1922.
All right. Super. You did it.
I jumped.
You did it. And the people are like,
You saved
whoa.
the day.
Whoa.
That was very impressive.
Thank you, my friend. I'm sorry if I injured you.
I injured myself, as I often do.
While that's going on, I'm swiping his clubs.
And to finish, because I am a confident finisher, I will jump off of the stage right in front of the clown friend and hiss at his face.
Oh my. He like backs away. He starts to warm up by doing some also acrobatics shit.
Wait, that would be an intimidation check, right? And then he would be frightened if you succeed, which would be a -1 on all
I
of his
rolled a
rolls.
natural 20.
Oh my God.
What is a crit success on a...
What is that? My will?
I would compare it to his will save.
Yeah, so that's a 16. He's got a +6.
Intimidate.
16.
Yes, a 16.
Dang.
Demoralize, yes?
I don't know if
Yes.
20 is an automatic crit. on
Yeah,
the
it might
skill.
not be. But what's your bonus?
+2. So I have a 22. Against his will.
Yeah, so
16.
16, yes. So
not
just,
a crit.
he becomes frightened one.
Are you trained in intimidation?
Yes.
Dang.
No, I am not.
So you can't demoralize
Because it's an action?
because you're not
Because
trained in
it's
it.
trained action.
Wonderful. So I will not do that. I will just hiss in his face.
Sorry.
What he means
That's
by
his
that
own
is that
reward.
he assists me in intimidating. Which I roll a 25. Plus his assist, which I believe makes that a 26. And his will save is a 16.
Yes.
That would be a critical success.
All right.
It would not because you need more than 10.
Oh, right.
Right. So if I'm frightened, it says take a status penalty equal to the value to all checks and DCs. At the end of each of your turns, the value decreases by 1. So what do I start out?
So you are frightened 1.
So
So he
just
takes a
1.
-1, and then
All right.
after his turn, he's back to normal.
All right. So he's really shaken, which is weird because he's terrifying looking. So it's hard to scare him.
He's not a 7-foot lizard.
He is
That is
only
true.
human. Even if he is a terrifying looking.
That is true.
He is only
He is
human.
only human.
Or a hellspawn.
Excuse me.
Sorry, my friend.
You can't call them that. Only he can say that.
That's our word.
All right, so he's gonna get this started out with an acrobatics thing. He's gonna try and do some tumbling and a lot lower level than what you were doing, but that's what he's gonna try for. So I got a 22 -1, so I got a 21 on that. So he's good. So he gets to add +2. So he goes to start juggling, but his pins are missing. So he's like,
I rolled a 27 on thievery, by the way,
so
in
you
case that
stole
matters.
those bowling pins. I don't know how he didn't. I mean, you rolled so well. I don't know how he didn't notice, but he did notice because he was too busy being scared.
Yes.
The giant
He was
7-foot
distracted
lizard.
for sure.
Yeah. So he's missing.
Mr.
his-
Brennan, put these in your cheek pouches.
They're too. I believe they're too large. Are they longer than a foot?
I
Put them
don't-
in.
I don't
Put them
know.
in there.
just slacken your jaw and it'll just
I can
slide
feel
right
one
out.
on each side, but the ends would probably stick out.
Over on the side, I'm just shoving them in his mouth.
That's not how this works.
Half of the deep fried burger pops
Suppress
out.
the gag reflex.
that for
You can do
later.
it.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. So he reaches for those, but they're not there. So he kind of like shrugs his shoulders and goes to his other hip and he produces 6 daggers that he'll juggle instead.
Ooh, dangerous.
Yes.
But still, Jellicoe.
I rolled a 4.
Yes.
They are bad at this.
Yeah, I mean,
Too
yeah.
bad you do not have
apparently.
hero points.
Plus the performance of 7. So even so, that's what, 11, 12, 13. So yeah.
You rolled 13. Well, not all of them.
Right.
So they failed all 3, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
We won.
Well, it was a tie.
We have 2 wins and a tie.
Yeah. Because the one with Fulgrim and Victor Volcano was a tie. Because they were
gotcha.
both terrible.
They both had a 13 for
But
the
yes,
performance.
Mud and Xa'Reske both won there.
Bleeding.
There's 2.
Yes.
All right, so now we get to do like a group collective performance.
Oh, sorry. This is good.
Yeah.
Xa'Reske, can I scramble onto your shoulders?
Absolutely, my friend.
Very good.
It's called a climactic group duel.
Ooh.
So
I am confident we will finish this well.
So it says to resolve this duel, a single lead character, who should be selected by the heroes together, attempts another DC 18 performance check. Other heroes can aid this skill check as normal. In addition, the DC decreases by 1 for each hero's success in the one-on-one duels, or by 2 for each critical success. So you guys get it. That's
A 2, yes.
2 for you guys, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes. So
I
what
assume Mud is leading this.
Probably.
I would assume
I
so.
have a 6 for performance.
I have an 8.
So Mud would be leading this, yes.
Yes. But everyone can assist,
Right.
which is a DC 20 performance check to add +1 to my roll.
I shall eat more glass.
Please do not. Just you only have
Does this,
so many.
is this just a straight performance check, or do we do the other skill check ahead of time?
I believe for an assist, it's just straight.
It's just a straight
This might
performance
have
check.
different rules. If they're allowed to do something else,
Wunderbar.
that would be wunderbar.
Or build bars.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, as far as things go, you can get 10% off by using code professional casual at checkout.
I've heard that from someone who looks similar to Mud, that there is no other place that you can use code professional casual to get 10% off. No other way at builtbar.com.
Correct.
By using that code.
The maximum discount one could receive at builtbar.com is, in fact, professional casual.
which
They can
is-
use code professional casual at other places, like beardeddragongames.online for free shipping. But
Oh, that's a steal.
at builtbar.com, the maximum discount anyone could ever hope to achieve, on a critical success even, would be 10% off.
But which is still, that's a lot of percent.
It's a lot of percent.
Why, that's exactly as much as you get by putting professional casual in at buildabar.com.
That's a great point, Kurva.
Rocco's face is in this shot. It's so great.
scared me.
So, this is just your aid. You're just like the skill aid.
DC 20 for us then.
Yes.
But it can be on anything or only performance.
I made it with a 22.
Right on.
Does it have to be on performance, or can we do it with anything?
What did you do it on? Just
Performance.
On performance?
+4 because I'm trained. Of course.
Of course you are.
Well, it says the typical DC is 20, but the GM might adjust the DC for particularly hard or easy tasks. So let's keep it as DC 20, but I'll let you roll for athletics, acrobatics, or performance. Good Lord.
All right. In that case, I'm just going to do push-ups and you can stand on top of me. Sounds good? Sounds
Ooh,
great.
that's fun.
I will leap behind you,
Yeah.
twirly and whirly, with a Yusoki on my back.
Yes. Well, hold on.
I'm using a hero point. There we
I would
go.
also like to use a hero point. Yeah. With a 28.
Nice.
Is that +2
I got a 22 for athletics.
for you?
That's 3 so far.
Okay. Fulgrim will bring up the rear and use athletics to pull glass out of his mouth in full sight of the children. Rolling.
Oh my god.
A 12.
Gee whiz.
All right, so plus
That's
3.
wild.
Plus
On this
the
roll.
+2 for the other.
For the successful
The
performances.
2 successes, so +5.
Plus 5, and I'm going to guidance myself here too.
Okay.
For a plus 6. On top of my performance was a plus 8, so that's a plus 14.
Damn.
If there's a time to roll a 3, it's probably going to be now. I'll take it. That's a 10, which would turn into a 24.
Wow. Okay. Cool. They rolled an 18 for theirs, so they put on a good performance,
Barely.
but yours was a better performance. So the town is like freaking jazzed up about this. Like,
Yeah,
because
we
their
killed
performance wasn't as good as yours, but they still got 2 free performances. So, and the people of Aberton are very bored and lonely.
Yeah.
So
And thirsty.
very thirsty. So they're
Everything
like,
but
oh
the beef."
yeah,
Remedied at the circus.
hell yeah. So the town's all excited and they're cheering and they're like, yay.
The
good
first
job."
10 people to arrive at the circus will get free admission and a free drink this evening.
If you mention this show in the street,
If you mention this show.
Your success here adds 6 to your starting excitement for your next show.
Excitement.
starting excitement.
Not anticipation.
Wow.
That's incredible.
That's really good.
Yep.
We might actually pass with that.
How many are in the crowd currently? If you were
I
to guesstimate.
would say probably 25.
Wonderful. That's the whole town.
The entire town is out here. Even the like beat to crap priest is there watching you guys.
We saved his life.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it says the success adds 2d4 to the circus's starting excitement, and I rolled 2 3s.
Huzzah.
So
I'll take it.
So the members of the Celestial Menagerie, they slink away in shame.
That is right. Victor Volcano, you are no match for Fulgrim.
Whether you were with me or not, Danica, you do the walk of shame regardless.
Fulgrim, keep that gauze in your mouth. You gotta stem the bleed.
I would like to throw the bowling pins at the back of Jellicoe's head.
Oh no.
Actually, that's a horrible idea. Never mind.
No, I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna wave him around as he walks away.
Everyone hostility might not be the best course of action at this time.
And
It's
then I-
funny, though. These are rubes.
And then
Rubes
I-
like violence.
And then I hiss at his face again. Because I hate
And
him.
audiences like rivalries.
That is true.
We could do
Agreed.
a group performance where a tragic accident happens. I'm still on stage, aren't I? We should leave.
Get out of here. Should we cut it now or do you want to go to the barn?
We're only at 50 minutes.
Okay.
We have some stuff to cut out, so I'd go probably another 15.
If we do the barn
Yeah,
tight,
very legitimately, you could go another, like, almost half an hour, assuming you're going to cut out probably about 5 minutes.
so we shall do the barn tight.
Yeah, I love a good tight barn.
I mean, as a maximum.
Right. Yeah. All right.
Big tractor, tight barn.
It's my international harvester.
Good job on your performance, Duel.
Yeah, that was great. I was very helpful.
So
You
helpful.
did all of it.
Who keeps farting?
Not me. I would
I
take
believe
credit.
that would be the animal in
It's
the room.
not me.
Oh, gotcha. It's hard to
Rocco.
breathe sometimes.
It's
Probably
Rocco.
Rocco.
It comes in waves.
The dog-faced dog.
He is a-
Cubby.
Get out of here,
Did he shit
Cubby.
his mouth again? Is he just burping?
Oh God.
There's a time we're on the couch and he walks up and he's like, "Blum." And it was just there's a wave passed over. And I said, "Did you just shit your mouth? Like it
That's
smelled
amazing.
like dog shit. It was awful.
I need to pee really bad. I'll be right back.
I need to as well. so.
I'm gonna go help him.
Growing up in the
Let's go.
80s.
All right. So as you're heading to the Lindell barn, you guys are feeling so like badass and heroic.
Yeah.
So you get another hero point.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yay.
You should have used that.
Good job between
Thank
the,
goodness that I did.
the talking with Pruana, because that could have ended in a combat with her. But you guys did a great job with that. And then fighting these fools in the street.
Instead, it ended in a romance.
It sure did.
There was a combat, but not violent.
A combat
encounter.
between beards. Yes.
I don't wear a shirt, but I would have gotten hot under the collar.
This is why the mug is steaming, yes?
That is completely true.
Yes. All right. So you approach the barn, I'm assuming, and I'll describe it for you. The barn is 2 stories high with 2 entrances, both large double doors. The south entrance faces the road, so that's what you see now. And the north entrance faces a large overgrown pasture that hasn't held animals for months. Both the doors are barred from the outside. Yeah. So it's kind of like you walk up and there's like the barn and the doors as you approach, and then there are doors on the other side of the barn that just go out to the pasture.
I'll put the boar carcass in the pasture for safekeeping, since that seems to be the right place for it.
In my experience, every time I was in a place and it was barred from the outside, they did not want me to get out. Was what was happening. So if
So there's no problem going in, is what you're saying.
that would be my guess, unless there's something that's in there that we would not want to be out of. Right?
Right.
Well, if it's those fire creatures in there, they should definitely not be inside.
We would want them out, yes. Unless they're in there
All
because it is dry on the out.
I'm going to take a picture of the ground level map for you guys.
I will also
Well,
drink.
I'll
an
brandish
elixir
my
of
mop
life.
and say... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to drink an elixir of life just to stop the bleeding in my mouth.
I told you to hold still.
Also giving me back 4 hit points.
Oh, you were injured?
A little bit.
I could have helped with this.
No, that's perfectly okay.
I don't have to cut you every time.
But you do.
If you ask nicely, I won't. If I don't feel it's necessary, then I won't do that.
But you always do.
I've just learned it. It hasn't been every time.
Practically every time.
If you presented the situation without the scalpel already in hand,
It's
It
just
might
to
make-
let them know what my intentions are to heal you. It's what the scalpel is a tool for healing.
so I understand that. I think you understand that. But I do not think that the people that you approach take it in that manner.
Are you injured currently?
No.
I have it right here. I have the scalpel out.
Listen, I am a pinnacle of health at all times.
Do I need to hold him down in case he squirms?
Nope. Listen, once
Next
again.
time, yes.
No
That
blood.
would be a good idea.
That's a really good idea. Why didn't we think of that ahead of time?
That's a very good question.
I'll just start practicing gripping things with my hands. Just very, very animated in the air.
Air grappling.
I'm just limbering up.
Oh my god.
So probably someone should unbar the barn door, right?
I can kick it open.
That's not what he said at all.
I can actually do that.
I think it opens outwards.
So you approach the door?
I would like to approach the
yeah.
door with Kurva.
All right. You are intercepted by a snapping fly trap.
What?
I beg your pardon.
God bless.
What?
A snapping fly trap is this big baby.
We
This
did
big
not.
baby. That's
we did not see that.
terrifying. A big
Walking up.
mouth plant.
Yeah.
That is
Because there are like
horrifying.
shrubs all around the outside of the barn, and it was hiding,
Oh,
lurking. But you approached the barn, so
That is
it's
horrifying.
it's coming at you.
I don't like this at all. How is this a large thing or?
Yes.
Oh, even worse.
Does it attack us?
Yes.
it does.
Like a
And you are
stealth? Or a
surprise attack.
that's the one. S words. I'm hard
Surprise
at those.
Swords.
S words.
Begone with a bloody ass.
Serendipitously.
It's going to attack you surreptitiously.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Hella dope shit. I can't erase that.
The name is quite
All right. Yes. So, how does the surprise round work? What do I do?
You just get an attack and then we go to initiative.
Boom. All right. It's going to attack you. It's going to like.
I don't wish that to happen.
That's a snapping.
I wish to reflex
Which
save
one
out
of us
the
is
way.
it attacking?
It's attacking Xa'Reske.
I don't know.
No. No.
Absolutely not.
No. Come at me, bro. It's gonna smack you with its leaves, and it has a reach of 10 feet.
Interesting.
So you're not even right next to it when it hits you.
Yeah. With a 21.
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
For now.
For now. For now. For 4 damage.
Ouch.
Oh, this isn't very scary so far.
Yeah. Plus 1d6 acid.
Oh, that's very not good.
For 1. So roll
I
on the
believe
low end.
is it persistent acid?
It doesn't say.
Oh, it's just additional. Okay.
Yes.
Probably not persistent then.
Yep.
1d6 persistent damage seems pretty spicy.
Ouch.
Yeah, these aren't Utica greens.
Yeah.
Sorry, spicy green.
And now we roll initiative, correct?
Yes, let's roll initiative.
Can I, having been hit with this, tumbling out of the way, use acrobatics as
Yes.
initiative?
Yep.
Thank
I'll
you.
let you do that.
And I was getting ready to kick a door down, so can I use athletics?
Yes.
While we roll for this, could you describe this creature for us?
Sure. So this is, think of your old school like Venus flytrap, just real big, kind of like the
Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes, exactly, the Little Shop of Horrors, where it's just like this.
We got Audrey.
Audrey, yeah.
Feed me, Seymour.
Where it's just this like giant bulbous mouth with teeth.
That'd be Audrey the second.
Tui.
Is it just one mouth that it has, or is it multiple mouths?
The picture in the bestiary says it's pictured as having 2, but it doesn't specify anything. I feel like if it has more than one mouth, it's probably more than one creature. So, and there's one. So it's just this giant mouth, no eyes, large leaves as well, because it attacks with its leaves and it can bite. So it's just a big ass fly trap.
My friends, the leaves hurt, not just the teeth.
Yikes. So what do we have for initiative order?
I got a 28.
21.
Wow. Kurva 28, Mud 21.
18.
16 for Fulgrim.
I have rolled a 16 as well.
So,
You may go first.
I appreciate you.
okay. Coolio.
I shall burn you all.
I appreciate you.
All right. Kurva, that puts you at going first.
Am I right next to the vine? The thing?
Yeah,
plant?
you were going out to the pasture, right? Were you planning on going through the barn or around the barn?
I was going up to the door
Oh, okay.
to try to kick it in.
I misunderstood that. So you're, we'll say you're there.
Okay. I'm going to take out my my trusty temple broom, and seeing that a leaf just came out and attacked Xa'Reske, I'll shout, "Unhand him, you vine!" And then give him a double hit with the broom.
Vine's been
Try to
dead
cut
for
it
a
out.
long time.
It has.
Rip.
It is quite sad.
We've got 24
Okay, that hits.
and a 21.
Yes, both hit.
All right. Gotta remember which die goes with what attack. That is 16 damage, and he's got a fortitude save against DC 18 in order not to get staggered or stunned or whichever one it is.
Okay.
Because it's flurry of blows, because it's stunning fist.
And so what did you say that was again? I'm sorry.
16 damage?
Yes.
And he's
Fortitude
got a
Fortitude save.
and a fortitude save.
All right, so he's
Yes.
got plus 12 for fortitude. So I have to roll that one?
All
I
right.
thought that it was a DC. Sorry.
You're
I'll
rolling
get-
against his DC.
I'll get it straight, I promise.
Yeah.
So I got a 21.
All right, he's fine then.
All right. But still 16. Ouch. My leaves.
All right, and then my last action, I'll just try to interpose myself between him and Xa'Reske.
All right. What a brave fellow you are.
Thank you, my friend.
Mud, you're up.
Mud's not gonna miss his shot, and he is going to shoot it with a bow.
All right. You're not throwing away your shot.
I'm not gonna throw.
You're not
away
going to be like
my
Alexander Hamilton.
shot. That's
Got a
a
mud puddle.
that's a 9. It's a 19.
It's a term of endearment,
That
right?
hits.
19 to hit.
Super.
I do not believe so, no, my friend.
That would be an 6.
It's pretty good for one of Mud's arrows.
Right on.
Excuse me, my arrows have done.
Would you say that's
considerable
right on the
One or
money?
2 damage.
What's that?
Was that right on the money?
What?
You said right on.
Oh, no. Sorry.
No? So
Just
it wasn't a money shot.
No,
That was
It
a
was
joke
right on the
that took
money.
a little bit of setup.
it's true.
It felt very flat. I should have
Yeah.
delivered it in Fulgrim's voice.
I am gonna.
Everything sounds like a joke with Fulgrim's voice.
I'm gonna shoot another shot. All right, that's a 22.
Holy, yeah.
Wow. All right. For 8.
Okay.
Ooh, Max.
Wow. All right.
Good shooting, Mud.
Why? Thank you, Mr. Brennan.
Say, my name is Brennan, if you forgot.
I will then cast guidance on Xa'Reske.
That's beautiful. I love it. Okay.
you.
So
My flesh is
it is
burning.
the snap and fly trap. It's not happening. Snap. So close. Ba-ba-ba. Hang on. All right, so it is going to do a hungry flurry attack.
Oh,
That sounds
good.
terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not near it.
I've seen a lion do this against a rat before.
I would hungry flurry a taco right now.
She is gone, my friend.
Oh yeah, fair.
So it says the fly trap makes 2 leaf strikes at a -2 penalty each against a different target. These attacks count towards the fly trap's multiple attack penalty, but the multiple attack penalty doesn't increase until after it makes all its attacks.
It's kind of like a flurry of blows from a monk. So you can strike Xa'Reske and...
Kurva.
Kurva.
Yes, I almost said Fulgrim, but you're not there.
All right.
I am not.
So this one is going at Xa'Reske, but a
Safely out of the
-2.
way.
So 18. Wait. No. So do I count? Oh, fuck, sorry.
Yeah, you're editing it, so.
Fuck
That's
me.
true. Fuck me.
And its attack bonus for the leaf.
Fuck me. Right. So the attack bonus for the leaf,
And then -2.
but -2. Okay. So,
Is it above 19? Then yes.
I'm sorry.
Is it above 29?
It is. So I rolled a 20, and then the leaf is plus 11, so 31 with a -2, so 29.
Roll a natural 20?
That is
Yeah.
a critical
That
hit.
is definitely a critical hit in multiple ways.
That is fantastic.
So sorry.
No, you're not.
Hold still.
Hold still.
All right.
Is this a named critical? Oh. All critical hits.
What type of damage is this? Slashing? From a leaf?
Probably bludgeoning.
Maybe. Hang on.
Does it have leaf
Where the
type?
fuck would that even be?
Usually after the damage, it'll have a letter. B, P, S.
Wait.
I don't know if this makes sense, but I've been thinking about it as razor leaf.
Razor
from
leaf.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Is,
So I
damage
imagine it's sort of
2d8 plus
it's got to
2
be
piercing.
slashing damage.
It's
Vine whip.
piercing.
Yes.
I think even Vine Whip would be slashing.
Depends on how you leaf.
Right.
Let us leaf.
It is piercing, my friends.
All right. So piercing says tongue piercing. The target must succeed at a DC 5 flat check to cast spells with the verbal component until healed. So it only does double damage in this
That's
case.
how I smell.
So do DC 5 flat check, or you cannot smell
I can't smell.
until you are healed. You can't smell, and it still does double damage because it was. A
So it's
critical.
2d8 instead of, right?
And say
1d8.
goodbye
Instead
to
of
trying to
times
eat
2,
glass.
Okay. So that's 10.
Ouch.
And you double the modifier for the damage as well.
It's 14.
I call out Xa'Reske.
No.
Oh, that happens.
Oh no!
All right, and this one's coming at you, Kurva.
Bring it.
Look at what I rolled.
Is that another
I
critical?
feel like Dan.
20?
Wow.
That's a natural 20.
You can lie to us. That could be a 1.
Sorry.
No, don't.
That is fantastic.
Give Brennan something to do during the combat.
Another 29 on you, Kurva.
That's like the good dice.
Oh, this
right.
is a leg wound.
Okay.
The crit effect.
Oh.
The target takes a negative 5-foot status penalty to its land speed until healed. I have my work cut out for me.
Get it?
And then, of course, double damage.
Cut.
Ah.
13 damage. Sorry, math is hard.
Yes.
13?
13. Sorry.
Oh, I'll go back on one knee and be like, all right, now I got to take your legs. Fair's fair.
All right, and that's it for my little leafy guy.
Was that ability one action?
It's 2.
So you still have one action left if you want.
I don't want to. That was a lot. You got to ease me into this, right?
You could swallow.
Bite.
I could swallow.
Yeah, you could bite somebody.
I could. Is there anybody else?
But you count as to have done 2 attacks.
Right.
So now
it'd
it'll be
negative
-10.
Okay.
Negative.
Or -8, I think, for agile.
It is
for
a 10-foot
natural
reach,
weapons.
Yes, 10-foot reach. Was
What is
anybody
this
else?
creature called one more time?
This is a snapping fly trap.
I believe Kurva and I were the only ones walking up to the door at the time.
Was Fulgrim walking up to the door? Right?
Fulgrim was walking up to the door,
Okay.
but I believe Kurva pushed him back because Kurva kicks better than Fulgrim.
That is true.
He does not drink as well, though.
Well, this is at a -10.
On.
Let's find out. On Kurva. Because I rolled
All
that
right.
too. But I rolled a 10, so that's not going to hit. At a
think
negative
I'll be
10.
all right on
So
that
I
one.
essentially rolled a 0. I don't know why I
Plus
keep
their
looking
attack
at you.
bonus, don't forget.
What? Plus my attack bonus. Right, which is 11.
So it's a
But
one.
mine is 10.
+1.
So I rolled.
So you rolled an 11.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So it's a critical failure.
Certainly a miss.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I believe you missed.
I missed. I missed you with that one, Kurva. Drat.
Understood.
Brennan, it's your turn.
Oh, very good.
Information accepted.
My apologies. You do acid damage as well,
Oh, right.
which
Why
I
do
believe you
have-
double. Correct?
Yes.
So 2d6
So 6 and 2.
for me.
6 on you.
Or
Because
you
I just doubled.
damage.
So
2
wait.
dice.
So 4 then. Sorry.
Wonderful.
And 1. It's 2 on Kurva. I rolled 2 ones.
All right.
Cool.
A total of 15.
Thank you
Yes.
for remembering the acid damage because I forgot it. Brennan, it's your turn. Hurry up, do something.
All right. So first of all, I'd like to recall knowledge on this. I assume it would be a nature check.
Yes.
I have a piddly +2 to that.
Okay. You've never seen this before.
Oh, this is very new. Which one of my friends looks more injured?
Xa'Reske, I would say.
On a scale of 0 to 28, I'm at about a 3.
Oh, jeez. I will attempt to, once per day, I can ignore the fact that you are immune to my battle medicine.
Wunderbar.
You look a little too injured. I'm not going to bust out the scalpel at this time, but I will try to patch you up.
I have no idea what's going on.
Surprisingly, he still uses the scalpel.
Okay, and I will heal you. It's not risky surgery, so it is a single D8, but I will add 5 to this. For
He's doing
13.
this all with one hand and holding the scalpel in the offhand, just as
Like,
moral,
I'm not
as
going to
moral
use
support.
this. I will hold it back here.
So I moved up and then did a first aid battle medicine on Xa'Reske, and then I shall move over to stand behind Kurva, ready to do that to him next time.
Awesome. Kind of you. Xa'Reske.
My face stings.
You can smell again because you've been healed.
Thank you, my friend. I will tumble through this enemy
Okay.
with an acrobatics check. I get a 28, so I definitely leap through its vininess. I will then strike at it with my rapier,
Yes.
and I receive a 22.
Okay.
I believe it is also counted as flat. No, sorry, never mind. It's not flat-footed. I'm just on the other side. It is flat-footed because now I am whatever it's called with
Flanking?
Yes,
Yep.
flanking with Kurva.
Cool.
So I get a 24
Super.
plus 2, yes, essentially. So I will use that as a confident finisher. I always forget to say this, which will be a D8 plus 2D6.
Hooray.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage.
Okay.
I will then use a 1 second. I will then use a goading feint on this creature, which will be a 12 against its perception DC, I believe.
Which is
Your 10
10
plus your
plus.
perception.
so that would be a 17 on me.
So that fails.
Okay.
Xa'Reske, very quickly, I
Yes,
forgot first aid is 2d8, so you actually heal 2 more hit points I just rolled.
I feel better about being on the other side of this now.
On the other side. Fulgrim. You got any weed killer?
I believe I do. Fire kills weeds, and I believe I can kill it with fire.
So it does have a weakness to fire.
That means I will be throwing some alchemist fire at it. The first one is a 10 touch AC.
If it says weakness fire 5, what does that mean?
It would take 5 additional damage.
Okay,
Correct.
cool. But that AC does not.
Does not hit.
Nope.
Fantastic. If I throw a second bomb at it,
Would it still do splash damage to it? I determined last time, and it would just
Yes.
it takes the splash damage instead of the full damage.
Which is still fire.
is still fire.
So do
that would
one-
be 1 splash damage and 1.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
So a total of 6.
Yes.
Okay.
I will throw another alchemist fire at it, since it is weak to fire. The negative on the second attack is
-5.
-5. That's going to be a 15 touch.
No.
No.
Nope.
So you deal it another 6.
I don't think touch is an AC that happens anymore, is it?
Yeah, touch is no longer a
Oh.
thing.
I apologize.
I think
I
it is
know
flat-footed from our flanking, though.
Yes, it
I
is
will
flat-footed.
get that wrong for the rest of the season.
Just for
can't wait.
consistency's sake, though.
Correct.
Fun.
Yeah.
So what was that?
It is flat-footed, so minus
Yes.
2 AC.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So what was that again?
A 15.
A 15. Yeah. No.
15. No.
It was
Okay.
flat-footed. No.
Then if it is still dealt the splash damage, then it is 1 splash damage plus the 5 because it's flat-footed.
You killed it.
Oh.
Well done.
Oh, that was much easier than I was anticipating.
Way to go.
When it is weak to fire, you only have to burn it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Truer words have never been uttered.
Oh my goodness. Well, good job killing nature, guys.
Thank you.
And next episode, we'll see what happens when you enter the barn. Whoa.
Hopefully, everything will be weak to fire.
Including one.
Let's get some food.